In this video, I'm going to show you how to find equivalent fractions. When finding equivalent fractions, we will often have some information in front of us that we know, and you'll also have a gap, like this one here, demonstrating information that you don't know. By following some simple steps, you can use the information you do know to work out what that missing number is or missing value. So these steps are, the first one is to use what you know already. And I'll explain that in a moment. So use what you know already. And if we look at our golden rules from previous lessons on fractions, you always do the same to the denominator in this case as you do the numerator. So denominator is our missing number. We will go ahead and label our fractions just to make that really clear. So do the same to the denominator as you do the numerator. And the third rule, let's say, okay, step to success, is I'm going to say check your times tables. So if you're not too confident with your times tables, if you need to have a bit of assurance or check them, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you have your times table mat next to you, and you can use that to work out this missing information. So no matter what your times table knowledge is, you will be able to solve these problems by following these steps. So first things first, we will go ahead and we will label our fractions. We'll label the different parts of them so you can see which each part is and what I'm referring to when I say things such as the numerator and the denominator. So the top number, in this case it is the number 2, is our numerator. And that is the top figure, and that is, when it comes to shading fractions at least, the number of parts we need, or the number of parts we're talking about, and that's against a total. And the denominator, that is our total number of parts. The denominator is the bottom number, so denominator. Okay, so we will refer to numerator and denominator. They are technical vocabulary for this topic within maths. You will hear them a lot, so the more we expose you to them and the more comfortable you get with using those words, the easier everything will be for you. So if we start off the first step, use what you know already. So we know these fractions are equivalent. We know that because they have the equal sign, and we're not being asked a question saying are they. We know they are already. We are finding that missing value. So 2/5 is equivalent to, is the same as 6 over something. We need to work out what that something is. So first of all, we need to find the relationship between the 2 and the 6. When I say relationship, I mean I need to find out what that 2 has been multiplied by to become 6. So you're going to look at your 2 times table. You will find the value 6, and you can work out what 2 times, how many times 2 needs to be multiplied to make 6. So 2 times 3 makes 6. Now, as we see in step 2, you do the same to the denominator as you did the numerator. So that means we're going to multiply 5 by 3. And if we multiply 5 by 3, we will find the value of our missing number. So go ahead and work out what is 5 times 3. We know that 5 times 3 is 15. So therefore, we replace that there. Sorry about the pen. So we now know that 2/5 is equivalent to 6/15. Okay, again, follow the steps, have your times table mat to support you. Or if you know your times tables off by heart, then that's brilliant. And it is as simple as that. It's a really simple process. Fractions can be quite intimidating. They can be quite scary. We don't see them a lot up until this point. But again, once you get the hang of it, it's really, really simple. It's a really simple process. So we'll have another go. So we know that 1/4 is equivalent to 4 something. So now we're going to find out what the relationship between 1 and 4 is. So what do you need to multiply 1 by to get 4? We know that 1 times 4 is 4. Moving on to step 2, do the same to the denominator as you do the numerator. So we multiplied the numerator by 4. That means we're going to multiply the denominator by 4. So now you need to work out what is 4 times 4. And once you work out that value, you know what this missing denominator is. So 4 times 4 is 16. So if I take my pen, 16 goes in the space, our missing number is now filled, and we know that 1/4 is equivalent to 4